in this bitch.
Back again. Another week.
Yes, sir.
Another show.
Yes, sir.
Let's get right to it. I just want to apologize to everyone that was anticipating. I was looking forward to the draft. The light-skin, dark-skin draft.
Yes.
I think we should, for the record, explain to everybody whose fault it is that we can't have the draft.
Oh, 100% Champ Elliott.
Excuse me, Champ Elliott.
We're calling you out, bro. It's all on you, dog.
You know, I think he felt like he wasn't ready. He decided to not show up for another week. But that's okay, man.
Yeah.
He's working, job, obviously.
Oh,
it's
he's
important.
Working?
Yeah, he's working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's working.
I thought you just said, like, I'm not feeling it, bro. It's kind of like, all right.
No. I think he really wanted to do the draft. I think he obviously had some strong feelings about some certain picks.
True.
Zoe Saldana being one.
Yep. Chris Brown's I'm not even going to say who my number one draft pick is, but Chris Brown's up there.
Blake Griffin would have caused trouble.
Ooh, especially since his turn.
Yeah.
Like he was once the Blake Griffin that wouldn't get into scraps, and now he's punching out his
he did a heel turn.
Yo, this guy's crushing equipment managers out here. But we'll get into that on a later date. Don't worry, the draft will be had.
The draft will be held, at least before the summer.
Yeah, 100%.
That's very necessary.
I'm anticipating the next couple weeks, but we'll see what happens.
Right? Yeah, it has to get done. The draft is so important.
So without further ado, I think we should not disrespect these rocks anymore and make it happen.
Hit it. Let's go.
Right back to the tonsils.
Oh, Jesus, I'm ready now.
I'm so ready, bro.
Oh, God, that tasted amazing. All right, so let's get into it, man. Like, nothing much happened this week. This was a slow week.
The world sucked it this week. The world didn't do shit.
I was looking at World Star Hip Hop. I'm like looking for shit. I'm like, yo, man, anything happen? Anything of note? Nothing.
Yeah, like I'm watching sports just to be like, yo, someone get into a fight, please. Like something happened. Like,
Nothing
happened.
Nothing even like Donald Trump. Nothing,
bro.
Wow,
Nothing that I know of. I mean, I only pay attention to politics if something comes across my way. But
yeah,
I don't really.
Like I'm trying to think. Did I do anything fun?
Nah, dog. You worked all week.
Yeah, I just worked.
That's it, bro.
Is that life now?
That's life, bro.
Just work?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, fuck it. Let's talk about us, yo. This Bad Boy Podcast, yo. Bad Boy in the building.
Podcast.
So this. I apologize to that. I'm trying to catch everything I have written down here, but I was editing this week, and I had a good feeling. Mm-hmm. So like as I'm editing, I'm listening to this playback. I'm like, damn, this is good. This is good. And thing is, we haven't even introduced. What's the name? Riding in Cars with Boys.
That's gonna be
ladies and gentlemen. When that one drops, oh shit,
it's gonna be tough. So for those that don't know, Riding in Cars with Boys is our spin-off podcast that
So we're already talking spin-off.
Yeah, bro. We have 0 followers. We're talking about spin-offs. Fucking. But you know what? It's a cool. You know what? We'll just look out for that. We'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and all I'll say is the title. It's very self-explanatory. But
yeah, pretty much. We're driving, cruising out and about, and we're recording. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
So whoever's in the car is a part of the conversation.
Absolutely. Whether it's just me and Joe, me, Joe, and Champ, me, Joe, and a slut. Who knows?
Anything can happen.
Anything goes. All right. Did you watch any movies this week? Anything?
Movies? Nah.
Because we went in on Batman, Superman. We don't have to talk about that no more.
You know what I did watch this week, though? Last Sunday.
Oh, God.
Last Sunday night. Now,
you know what? I'm going to apologize to you because I boosted last week's episode of The Walking Dead heavily.
You did.
And I promised people were going to die.
You did promise that. I mean, someone might have.
Well, not that we know.
That head got bust something, dog.
Oh, yeah. He got
And it's Daryl, isn't it? Because
he got Batista.
Yeah. And it's Daryl, isn't it? Because a friend of mine that reads the comic as well showed me, like, yeah, Daryl gets his head bust in the comics.
I believe it's either Eugene, Abraham, or Glenn. I don't think it's Daryl.
Okay. those are my go ahead.
The reason why I say that is because knowing Negan, the comic book character, the way I know him, he doesn't go after someone that's already injured.
Gotcha.
Like, he even said it to Maggie. He's like, you look like shit.
Yeah.
I should just put you out of your misery right now. He could have said the same about Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl already had a gun wound, and beating his head in, he's gonna die anyways if that wound doesn't get healed. So he's looking at it as, I could beat your head in or just let you suffer, which I think he probably was looking at that.
Probably.
You know. Plus, when he was doing the Indy Man, not even before that, when he looked at Abraham kind of puffed his chest up.
Like, what,
and I was like, in my head, I'm like, yo, Abraham, you need to chill, bro. Because you are in no position to be...
But I kind of want it to be Abraham, just because...
And you know what? It would be Abraham.
The best.
Especially the way when he took the first shot, he's like, what was the line? He hit him the first time.
He hit him? Oh,
when they had the POV.
Yeah, oh, shoot. He said he hit him, or whoever he hit, and then he was like, I forget the line, but I know what you're talking about. He said something along the lines of, like, wow, you took a good shot or something like that.
Like you got fighting.
Yeah.
That's something like I could see Abraham taking a hit and
100%.
just sitting back up.
100%.
Yeah. But it was disappointing.
I agree, man.
I was very, very disappointed in the way it ended.
Yeah.
I was not impressed. I was like, really? This was trash. Like, at least show me who gets their head beaten. And plus, on top of that, how are you going to hide it over the course of the summer?
That was my beef. Because it's like, you show me whose head gets beaten, so now I can think about, like, yo, where does the team go from here without such and such?
Exactly.
I don't want to be wondering for a whole summer who it was. Like, come on. And then how are you going to start the next season? Are you going to start it in the exact same place?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I didn't like how they ended it.
And don't get me wrong, the intro Negan, it was tough. I love the dialogue.
I love the dialogue. Negan's so... The moment I seen him, I'm like, that's Negan.
My favorite line is, this is Lucille, and she's awesome.
Yeah.
The way he talk,
she's
awesome.
Yeah. He's literally the governor times 10, bro. Just from that one dialogue, he already beat out the governor. He beat out the Terminus dudes.
He looks at Carl's like, lighten up, kid. Cry a little.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was so tough. Because Carl's like, bro, you can't. Because you know Carl, he's a baby Rick.
Yeah.
So the man's like, bro, you're a kid. Cry a little bit.
Nah, like, Carl was like, yo, I've been shot twice. I lost my eye. There's nothing you could do to me that I can't take. I like that about Carl. Just looked at him like, what?
I think you're right, though. I think he did beat in, what's his name?
Abraham.
I think he did beat in his head. Because if I'm Negan, I'm like, okay, this is the biggest, strongest dude here.
Yeah.
You just beat his head in right quick.
Exactly, because on top of that, it's like, you don't want to kill Rick because he's the leader, but you want to kill the second strongest guy.
Yeah. 100%.
Just to show them, like, yo, I'll take away everything.
Fuck you guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, who knows, half of the people listening probably didn't even watch an episode of The Walking Dead, probably think it's stupid. But we're talking...
My bad. I'm sorry. Hey, don't turn it off. I'm sorry.
You know, everyone people that don't watch, they just turned it off.
Just ended our career.
I feel we're gonna have to put a disclaimer every time we start talking about The Walking Dead. Well, we just play the music. No. There you go. Let people know. Shit's about to start talking about Walking Dead.
That's a great idea.
So that they know, so they can just tune out, and we'll give them the timestamp. Yeah. Fast forward to this minute. Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize on behalf of Kojo.
I apologize on behalf of myself. But
sorry. No. Continue.
But yeah, so to me, going back to your point, you asked me if alpha female and alpha male can coexist.
Yeah.
So to me, the reason I think that they can is because a real alpha male and a real alpha female always has room for other strong people. Mm-hmm. They're always open to taking in other strong people because true alphas know if you have stronger people around you, you're only stronger. So they'll always coexist together, I think. You know what I mean?
I'm just talking about, like, from my personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's been hard for me to coexist with an alpha woman. Okay. Because she's too headstrong. Mm-hmm. So it's like, when I try to, like, critique or criticize her, she take it the wrong way because she sees things her way. Mm-hmm. So we never been able to, like, coexist. So I was looked for someone, I hate to say it, but a lesser willpower that I can kind of control or kind of mold. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I've been with women in the past that are alpha males or alpha females, I should say, and I've had to fall back because they're too headstrong. Whereas for
Right.
me, like, I don't mind taking a back seat.
Right.
I can play second fiddle.
Right.
Like, if you put me on a team full of superstars, I'll be the role player.
Yeah.
Put me on a shit team, I'll turn up. Exactly. Same thing in a relationship with a woman. So for me, I've never been in a relationship with an alpha woman, and that when I have, I've either one of us has always had to take a back seat because we couldn't be the driver necessarily.
Right.
You know, because she wants to drive one day, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna drive today. And then she says, well, no, fuck you, I'm gonna drive. And I'm like, no, bitch, it's like having sex. Yo, go on top. No, I'm tired. No, well, fuck you then.
Right now.
Right now. Then we compromise and we just do the side.
I like
You know, the side.
I'm okay with it for a bit.
I'm really okay with the side, especially like in the middle of the night. You know, she just gives you
when you're already in bed.
Yeah, you're already in bed. Neither one. It's like 4 a.m. Yeah. You both gotta get up at 7.
That's what time it is. Yes.
Then you slide your hand across her hip.
Yup. And then she'll do the booty shuffle.
The booty shuffle.
The booty on your DC.
Yo, every woman knows what. Actually, say every guy knows when
Everybody knows.
When you're sleeping beside your girl. This is for the guys, and your woman just backs up her butt just a little bit.
Back.
Forth and forth, back, forth and forth. Sorry, we're gonna do this all the time. Just jump into the beat every day. But every time a woman backs it up a little bit, just on you when you're sleeping, that's number one. That's signal for I'm horny.
I want dick in my pussy now.
Number 2, she's inviting you in. She's saying, touch me, hold me, grab me, something. Do something. So.
And when you're kind of lazy, but you kind of are aged a bit, and you want to dig her up, but you don't want to like get up and mount up on her.
It's
you
like
just slide to the left.
Slide on in.
Slide on in, B. That's it. Y'all slide to the side, and everyone's happy, bro.
Everyone's happy, and then literally, y'all both, when you're done, you both fall back asleep.
Yeah, you just roll over.
And it's so great because when you wake up in the morning, you act like nothing happened.
Nothing happened, bro. Nothing happened.
She's getting coffee, you brushing your teeth. You're like, what's up, bro? What's up, baby? You out and you leave. Next thing you know, you call, you text each other, yo, why'd you wake me up last night? Then you start blaming each other. I do that a lot.
But that's like a part of the game. Like,
it's part of the game. It's teasing. That's when you know you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
I miss those times.
Bro.
I miss those.
I don't. So yeah, you know, it's but on the bright side to I guess life kind of sorta. It's getting warmer a little bit, just a little bit, like dog, like bro, 2 degrees, little bit.
We had like 2 snowstorms this past week.
We did still. I'm sorry. I guess just today feels okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
the Jays are playing, like, you know, it just feels like summer's coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah, once the Jays start playing, you feel like, okay, summer's around the corner. This summer's going to be stupendous for me.
Bro, dog.
Like, it's going to be so good.
I'm so amped for this summer, bro.
Like, something about me is, like, I always used to say, okay, this summer's going to be, I'm going to do this, and that.
Yeah.
This year, I'm not talking any of that shit.
No.
All I'm saying is this summer's going to be amazing. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go. I'm just going to say this summer's going to be amazing.
Because if you say all that stuff, you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I found that too. Like, yo, dog, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And when you don't do it, you feel like, summer sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same way. I'm now, this summer, I just know it's going to be tough. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have ideas.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Heck, I might even go on vacation this summer.
Why not?
I really might do it.
Keep it going.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because, but going back to what I was saying about the Jays, it's interesting because for those that don't know, I used to work as a recreation coordinator right next to the right next to the Rogers Center, or as I call it, the Sky Dome. By the way, for those that don't know, it's going back to being called the Sky Dome shortly.
The Dome.
The Dome. So that's gonna be cool.
Anyone born in the 80s, that was the Sky. It was the Sky Dome.
It's the Sky Dome.
You don't win back-to-back chips and change the name.
Nah,
it's the Dome.
But I've actually never ever been to a Jays game.
You're fucking lying.
I'm dead ass serious.
You've never been to a Jays game?
I've never in my life.
How long have you lived here?
Fam, I've lived in Canada since I was like 6. I'm 29 this year.
You've never been to a